This is a quick tutorial on how to use the Exadigm XD1000 to program that machine for the individual businesses that will be using it to transact the quick trade barter management transactions. First of all, you turn on the switch, the power switch in the top right corner. It's a little toggle right there. When you turn on the switch, it's going to go through a series of uploads. It will go through a screen similar to what you're seeing now, and it'll boot the system. And it will appear to go blank for a moment. But what you need to get ready is to press this F1 key right here when you get the opening menu. You have 5 seconds once the opening menu comes on in which to be able to press this key and get to the programming. There it came on, and I'm going to press it. And this is the first thing that you will see when you go into the customization of the system. First of all, it will say enter time, year, month, day, hour, and minutes. It will have loaded into it more than likely the time, but because the machine does not automatically adjust for daylight savings time, it may be off, and perhaps the day has even gotten off. You can see right now that it's showing year 2011, month February, day 14, it's Valentine's Day. And the hour is in military time, 14, so it's showing 2 o'clock and 20 minutes. That is actually accurate right there, and so I can go on. But let's pretend that it wasn't accurate and I need to adjust that. First of all, there are several keys that I want to show you on the machine. If you'll look under the F1 key, it has an arrow going this direction, and under the F4 key, it has an arrow going to the right. You'll be using those keys to move the cursor back and forth along the line here. Next, you'll see a button that says clear, and you'll see a button that says function alpha. You may be using these buttons to either delete numbers. The clear button will delete going this way, and the function key will allow you to use alternative keys behind each one of these. If you look at the numbers, the 1 has underneath it has a Q and a Z, the 2 has an ABC, 3 DEF, 4 GHI, 5 JKL, 6 MNO, 7 PRS, 8 TUV, 9 WXY. So the whole alphabet is contained in other letters behind there. And then behind the 0, you not only have the space key, but you have character keys, the period, a dash, an and sign, commas, things such as that. And so you, by clicking on any one of these numbers and then hitting the alpha key, will start to scroll through that series of letters or the things behind that key. For instance, the 5 that says JKL. If I press 5, it's going to put a 5 up here on the screen, but then within a second or two, if I'll start hitting the alpha key, it'll go through capital J, K, L, then lowercase j, K, L, and then if I press it again, it'll go back to the 5. So it circles through the characters that are available, going through the capital letter version of those first, and then going through the lowercase version. So right here, like I said on this screen, I had the correct date, but let's say that I needed to change the minutes, which by now I do need to change the minutes because it's no longer 20, and it holds it right there until we get finished with the programming. So I've just moved the cursor by hitting the F4 key those many times, then at the 0. So now I'm going to hit the clear, the yellow clear key, to erase 1 back, and I'm going to put a 2 in there now. And then once this screen is how I want it to be, I can hit the green enter key right there, and it'll go to the next screen. This next screen is asking for the authority or the co-op name. Typically, this is already going to be programmed for you. It will come out of the box saying TradeAuthority, but this would be the name of the exchange that is doing the business there. So in this particular case, we're going to set it up. Instead of saying TradeAuthority, I'm going to delete all of that, and we're going to make it say Trust Acadiana. Well, I already had a T and an R there, so I only need now to hit the U, which I will find under the 8. So I'm going to hit 8, and then alpha once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times gets me to the lowercase u. Now I can immediately go to the next letter, which is an S, under the 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the 7th in there. T under the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Space, I'm going to hit the 0, then hit the alpha once, and it'll put the space in there. And then Acadiana, 2. Alpha gives me the capital A. I'm going to hit the 2 again. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Acadiana. And after a while, you get pretty good at just zooming through this. You know that the 4th letter lowercase is hit it 4 times. The 3rd letter lowercase hit it 6 times. And so you get where you can zip on through that pretty fast after a short period of time. Alright, so I have Trust Acadiana. I'm going to hit the green Enter key. And now it's going to go to the merchant ID. Now the merchant ID is typically 3 digits and then 5 digits, dash, and a 1 digit. In this particular case, it comes out 5 digits. It's missing the precursor of the 3. So I'm going to need to kind of redo this whole thing. But, you know, it's going to have those last 5 digits. The particular business that we're doing this for, you can get this number from your executive director of the local exchange. In this particular case, the first 3 digits is a 102. And you see how if I enter in the middle here, it puts in the middle, and then I'm looking for a dash. 0, then hit the alpha 1, 2, 3. There it is. The 3rd character is a dash. All right, and this particular customer, their number is 10058. Let me get the back end of that, and I'm going to hit the clear button to get rid of those. And then we already have a dash in there, and it is 1. Typically, that will be a 1, although it could be different. Again, this is a number that your executive director will give you, and because it's very specific to the restaurant or whatever business that's the machine is going to reside in. And so this is what allows the machine to know which account that transactions are posted to. So once you have this correct number in there, 3 digits, a dash, 5 digits, a dash, and 1 digit, typically a 1 on the end, then you can hit the green enter button to go to the next screen.